Hello everyone, this is Dr. Saran Reddy, Faculty of Anesthesia and Academic Director of ADR Plexus. Today we have one more success story of Dr. Gnaneshvar, who is ADR Plexus regular batch student and who secured successfully rank 137 in the recent INI-CET examination. Hearty congratulations, Gnaneshvar. How are you feeling now?
Thank you so much, sir. I'm actually pretty excited to be here, and thank you so much.
How are you feeling after your once you see your rank? Once you saw your rank?
Okay, once I saw my rank, it was like a mixed feeling, I'd say. I was actually happy on one side. It was like, okay, 137. Okay, good rank. Okay. So I was actually happy. On the other hand, I was like, I had this question, like, is 137 enough to get what I want? Like, I mean, 137 is like a good rank, but it's not like a good rank, right? So I had this doubt. So a mixed feeling, sir.
Okay. Did it, you mean to say that you're not very sure about like where you're going to get your specialty based on that? Which specialty you want to enter in basically?
That's the confusing part. That's the confusing part. So I haven't like decided. I'm not sure about it yet. So I like medicine and I like surgery. I know they're like two different worlds. Like they're like parallel universes, but I like them both. And then there's peds as well because I love kids.
Okay.
So it's like a triangle of uncertainty. So I'm okay with any of these, right?
Okay. You'll get it. Like it's a very decent rank. You'll definitely get into that.
Thank you.
Can you just describe your journey very briefly, Gnaneshvar?
Okay.
How your preparation, how it started, and what are the phases, how you went through?
Okay, my journey. I don't think I'll like be able to describe it in short. So it was like a really long journey.
You can explain.
With your permission, I'd like to explain it in detail. And so basically, it started in Jan 2020. I was an intern back then. So I gave my first exam, which was like NEET 2020. It was held in Jan 2020. So it was my first attempt, right? So I wasn't like actually exposed to an MCQ based exam because during our UG days, there's so much emphasis on, short notes, essays, 5 markers, and, you can just BS around. Okay. But this MCQ exam is like a whole new game, right? So I just wanted to try it out. And without much preparation, I think, I didn't prepare much. Prepare anything at all. Okay. So I just wanted to see the pattern of the exam, like, just to get the feel of the exam. So I just went and just attended the exam. So I was just able to attend 250 questions out of the 300. Yeah, back then it was 300 questions. 300 questions, yes, exactly. I was just able to attend 250. And when results came out, I was a bit shocked. Okay, so I got like 716 marks. Okay. Out of 1,200, which is like a good mark, right? So which is like
when
good
compared with your preparation.
Yeah, compared because I didn't prepare anything, and it was my first attempt, which was like I was just expecting somewhere around 500 or 550, but I got 716. So I was like, okay, so I can do it. So if at all I put in a little more effort, like if I prepare a little, so I can get what I want. Okay. And so that wasn't enough to get the seat I want. So I just started, preparing like religiously from June, actually. Internship was a bit hectic. Our postings were like a bit hectic. We didn't find that much time. And then COVID happened. And we had like a compulsory 1-month extension of our postings. And due to lockdown and this travel restriction, I was basically stuck in Coimbatore for more than a month. Okay. So I just came home in June. Okay. So I had applied for JIPMER mid-year exam, JIPMER 2020. So within a few days, I was supposed to appear for JIPMER, and I just watched a few videos of dermat and psychiatry. Once again, I didn't prepare much, so I didn't want to attend the exam. But my parents they showed me just go and attend, right? So I just went and took the exam. And once again, like when results came out, I was like so surprised. In fact, like this time it was very surprised. Okay. So I got an all India rank of 200.
Fantastic. Okay.
So this was like my first exposure to a Central Institute exam. Like people were telling me like JIPMER exams are like the toughest to crack. Like the questions are like the difficulty level is like damn high. So like difficult to crack. So I got all India rank of 200. Like, so surprising because I didn't expect that.
Okay.
I was actually wasn't ready to write the exams, but
Write the
then
exam and you got it all India to
all in
200
rank
rank
of
for super.
200. So that actually like boosted my confidence. Okay, if I can get 200 without any preparation, like if I like prepare, like what if I just take a break and prepare for like a few months, I can like get what I want. Like I can get a good rank, get into a college of my dreams or like that. So then from June 2020, which was like exactly a year back, so I started preparing religiously. So I joined Area Plexus and I started following their live classes. I watched recorded videos. So I started preparing religiously. So uh, then November 2020, we got like a announcement before like INI-CET, yeah. So all these Central Institute exams like JIPMER, PGI, AIMS,
Were you there
enhanced.
in that session that day morning? I mean, 2 days before that, while I was saying, when we are discussing about the plans, I was saying this year probably will be the Central Institute
Yeah,
examinations.
yeah, I was there, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the announcement came as a shock to all of us, right? So
Yes.
nobody was expecting. They just announced like all these Central Institute exams will be like clubbed as one, and okay, it has its own merits and demerits. One thing is like you can get over with it, right? You just like can take all these three exams in just one go.
One go.
And another thing is you just get one chance, like you just get one chance to get into your college of your dreams,
Dream.
and that's it. If you like screw up, that's it, you're done. So you have to wait 6 more months. So it was a high stake exam, and so I was preparing, right? So 6 months, it was like 6 months into my preparation, I had finished my first reading of around 16 subjects.
Okay.
So I just had like medicine, surgery, and OG left.
Okay. Three major subjects.
Major subjects, yeah. So I had like 15 to 20 days before INI-CET. So I thought, okay, if I read those subjects, I won't be able to like revise. I won't have time to revise other subjects. So what I did was I just went and revised all the 16 subjects which I have read. So
Okay.
so that was the time when I came across this course. You know, preparation without revision is like no preparation at all. It's preparation at all. So I thought, okay, let me just revise those 16 subjects, and I just watched a few videos of OG and surgery.
Okay.
So without
So
much,
even your first attempt of INI-CET, you didn't complete your entire syllabus and you went ahead. That too, not revising the three major subjects.
three major subjects. Yeah. Later I regret doing that, but yeah, I just without much confidence, I just went and took the INI-CET, and results came out in a week, and I got a rank, all India rank of 837, 835 or 837. I'm not sure about the number, but 837.
Okay.
And which was like okay, like it's a good rank considering I hadn't paid much attention to any of the major subjects.
Okay.
So but still it wasn't enough, right? Over 837, it wasn't enough.
It's again still a confidence booster, but at the same time, if you can push it a little bit, you would have got a better rank then.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. I just regretted, like, if I had like studied any of the major subjects, I wouldn't have left those questions in the main exam. So I would have got like a good rank, right? But yeah. So then, okay, that actually like, okay, 800 among 60,000 or 70,000 candidates is actually pretty good, right? So I thought, okay, 6 months into my preparation without much revision, if I'm able to get this far, so what if I do a proper revision? And
so you're being very optimistic with every exam, taking only positives and moving ahead rather than
yes,
like
exactly.
worrying much about that. Though it coming as a surprise, you're being very optimistic. If I can do with this much, like what if I can do a little more? That may be pushing.
Yes, sir. I just kept pushing myself because I can't let myself down, right? I'm someone who believes in my abilities. Like I know my shortcomings, so I know where I lack. So if I work on myself a little more, I'll get what I want. I just kept pushing myself because this PG preparation is like it's a long process and it's very depressing. There's chance of like going going down and getting depressed is more. So only you can push yourself, right? So I kept doing that. So NEET 2021 was supposed to be held was scheduled actually in Jan 2021.
Yes.
And so I had like 40 to 50 days after INI-CET to prepare, like get done with my leftover subjects and revise. So I did finish like all of it, and I did revise like the leftover subjects. And then in January, another announcement came out like, NEET
Sudden
is like
shock happened.
postponed indefinitely. So which came as like a shock, like a huge shock, right? So actually I was like preparing for NEET and it got postponed. So had this like huge question mark right in front of me. So I didn't know what to do. So okay, I thought like, okay, I've revised once. So let me just try something different. So what I did was in my second revision, I just started reading system wise instead of subject wise. So instead of reading anatomy, physiology, and biochem, like I just read system wise. Like, say for example, if I read GIT means, so I'll just read the anatomy, physiology, and I'll go to pathology, like what can go wrong
What
and
will
how
happen?
do you treat it by medicine and farm
Surgery, everything
surgery. Yeah, just system wise
integrated.
integration. Yeah, exactly. Like
So
I
this might have.
integrated.
I'm sorry for that. This might have helped you for not being monotonous revisions rather than making you new approach and make you again starting afresh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because you'll be reading the same notes over and over again, right? Which is kind of boring, to be
Boring.
honest.
Yes.
So I wanted to try something different. So I did that. That actually helped me. Like it gave me like a wholesome idea. Like like you look at a patient as a whole, right? You don't look at
Yes.
anatomy, physiology, and pathology. So that actually opened my eyes,
Yes.
to various dimensions. So that actually helped. So finally I was able to like integrate, like, okay, this is that, okay, anatomy is actually linked to surgery.
Surgery.
So
And
okay,
you can correlate
finally
best.
I was able to correlate better, right? So horizontal integration, all those vertical integrations, yeah, it kind of made sense. So I did that. It was a long process. I had like a proper plan because I planned like system wise, and it was a long process. It was like 2 months long. Like it was like very long, but it was worth it, like totally worth it. And
Fantastic. This is one of the take-home point for whoever watching this video, that integrated. Whenever you are down, like you can do have integrated sessions and all.
yes, sir, yes. And so I did that. Then I was actually waiting for mid-year INI-CET, right? So which was supposed to be held in May. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, they announced that NEET will be held in April
April
18th.
18th.
April 18th. Then INI-CET will be held like 2 weeks from NEET, like May first week.
May first week.
My first week. So okay, this came out of nowhere. This is like out of nowhere. So I started preparing. Like I went ahead with my third revision, and so I was just reading. Then COVID decided to play with us again, right? The second wave was at the peaks with like it was wreaking havoc everywhere with a lot of family, friends, losing their lives. It's just happening, a lot happening around us, happening. Like it was difficult to concentrate. Right? And then just 3 days before exams, like 3 days before NEET, like I actually fell sick. It wasn't like I was just a COVID negative, but I fell sick. Like I had fever, had body ache, like typical symptoms of COVID, but COVID negative. Okay. Thank God. And so just this happened like few days before exam. And but then they again postponed the exams, like once again.
This is a blessing in disguise for you.
Yeah, like a blessing in disguise, but yeah, I'm pretty sure like a lot of people won't be happy with me.
Yeah, obviously, it's already like second postponement.
Yeah. So this is like out of nowhere, and once again the cloud of uncertainty was like looming. Like we still had this big question mark right in front of us. Is NEET ever gonna happen, or will we ever get out of this phase? So then I wasn't able to concentrate much because COVID, my entire family got COVID. So I wasn't able to concentrate much. So few of my family members passed away, friends like passing away. It was a lot to take. Yeah, a lot to take. And I was feeling it down a bit. So I wasn't, those 2 months from April 18th to May 18th, like I didn't touch my books at all. I just forgot that I was a PG aspirant.
Okay.
So I just
took your responsibilities. You were like as a responsible son, or like, what you were taking care of your family?
Yeah, I had to take care of my family, and I started doing this free teleconsultation as well. I wanted to work in the COVID ward, but then my father was sick, so I can't like go and work. So I had to take care of him. So I work from home. Like I started doing this free teleconsultation. There was a point in time that I'd get like 50 to 60 calls. So yeah, I was doing that for 2 months. I just forgot I was preparing for a postgraduate entrance exam. Okay. I just started doing this. And those 2 months, yeah, I didn't read anything at all. So then
I'm able to say that good that you also helped many people during the struggling times.
Yeah,
Maybe a lot of satisfaction to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was actually satisfying. I'm a doctor. We are doctors, right? So
Yes.
this is what we're supposed to do. Right? Just sitting inside a room and just reading books. Like, okay, that's that. Yeah, the society demands us to do that, but this is like your responsibility. So yeah.
We appreciate that, Gnaneshwar.
Thank you so much, sir. So then I was doing this. Then I was working somewhere else as well. So out of nowhere, then INI-CET, like AIMS announced that INI-CET is going to be held in like 2 weeks from now. This notice came out in May 28th.
Yes.
That the exam is going to be held in April 28th, May 28th,
No,
and
May
June
28th, and
16th.
this is June 16th. The exam is
June
going to
16th,
happen.
yeah, just like 2 weeks left. So it was like shocking, bit shocking, because I hadn't touched my books for 2 months, and then I had to like get back to it again. So first few days were really difficult. So I had to like get back on track. It's very hard. Thank God I had a bunch of friends who helped me, and I did prepare a bit. But then once again, exam got postponed. Like it's just exams and getting postponed, man. It's just
It's very difficult to cope up with the repeated postponements and cancellations. It takes a lot of toil, right? Basically.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's just so like this cloud of uncertainty is just never clearing. It's just like you'd read for an exam and only to realize it's just postponed, like towards the end, right? And then I had like 1 month time, so I just prepared like religiously. Then I took INI-CET July finally with good confidence. Like I can do it finally. Of all the exams I've taken, I revised a lot. I read a lot. Finally, I thought this was my time. Okay, so I gotta give my best shot at it. So I took the exam, and I was pretty happy with my performance. Exam was on a moderate, moderate. A few questions were very easy. I did make a few like really bad, silly mistakes, which I regret. But still, performance overall, I'm pretty happy with it. And then results came out within 3 days. So I got an all India rank of 137. So this is my journey.
So, I mean, fantastic and inspiring journey. Like you had completed all your responsibilities. You rise up to the occasion when the situation demanded, and still you cope it up. Like we have to heartily congratulate you for that, and also
Thank you so much.
have to appreciate. And here the take-home points, if I ask, like integrated revisions, and second, being optimistic and taking one step at a time, and whenever the need arises, the situation arises, you can help out and rise up to the occasion. That's the three things, and the revisions always played a key role in your preparation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Revisions are very key, sir. Like for any exams for the matter, the more you revise, the better you perform, right? The more revisions, the number of revisions is directly proportional to your scores. Like,
and also it is directly proportional to your confidence, which obviously impacts your score.
Scores, yeah. You get to remember more stuff, because just take this. It's 19 subjects, right? It's a lot of data, right? A lot of information that you have to like remember. If you look at it, it's like 19 different departments in the medical college. So that's like a lot of information. So you have to remember everything, and the only way you can remember all of it is by revising. Keep revising. There's even like a physiological basis of revision, right? So basically, your exams, right? Most of the questions in your exam that appear in your exam, they test your long-term memory, right? Yes. They test your long-term memory. Something you have read like a very long time ago, something you read during your UG days. Most of the questions,
conscious memory, they'll come out.
Yeah, most of the questions are like that. So people think that, okay, just short-term memory. No, most of the questions are from, you just test your long-term memory. And the basis of your long-term memory is the neuronal circuits, the synapses in your brain, right? So one way you can strengthen, like you stimulate those synapses and you strengthen those synapses is by constant revision. So constant revision stimulates those synapses, which in turn causes strengthening of the synapses, and which is very important for long-term memory.
The spaced repetition concept comes, and revisions in regular intervals.
You must revise what you've read.
Gnaneshvar, if I ask you, what are the three most important factors that contributed to your success? Among the many, like what are the three contributing factors, the most important factors which contributed for your success?
Okay, three important factors. So first one is hard work / smart work. So I'm not someone who's like naturally gifted, like for remembering stuff and all.
Okay.
So, but I'm a hard worker, right? I put in time and effort to make sure to get what I want. So I'm someone who works hard, really hard, and at the same time, you must do like it must be smart. You can't just keep reading your
Reading
notes.
and
Like
everything, yes.
it must be smart, right? You can't just spend an entire day reading your notes, right? So you get bored of it, and it will be in fact counterproductive. So what you can do is you can read your notes for a few hours. Once you're like tired of reading your notes, you can probably go watch a few videos. Like you can just absorb facts, passive learning and all. Once you're like tired of watching videos as well, you can go back to your Q bank. You can solve a few modules. Active
Yes.
learning. You just stimulate your brain so that you can like solve a few questions, and again you can get back to
The
reading your
regular
notes.
reading. Basically, it's all about planning a day in
Planning, yeah,
blocks.
planning, yeah. So you must smartly divide your day, like instead of like just spending an entire day reading just your notes. So you can
So
do
that you
that.
won't be fatigued mentally also.
Yeah, you can like get over that, and you got to make it interesting, right? So do anything you can to just make it interesting, just to keep
Interesting.
you occupied. And that's what the hard work slash smart work. That was the first factor. Second factor is I'd say practice. So no matter how much you read, how much videos you watch, how many videos you watch, how much you read from your books, review books, theory books, at the end of the day, your exam's MCQ based,
Based.
right? So if you can't like solve an MCQ, it's of watching those videos and you reading is of no use, right?
Yes.
So say for example, India's playing a T20 match, right? Playing against Sri Lanka. So you can't. They have like a specialist squad for T20, right? So they have specific set of players who just as experts in T20. You can't bring in Cheteshwar Pujara from the Test squad and ask him to go slog in the last few final overs, right? So because I mean he's a good player, he's great technique for Test cricket. I mean he can block the ball, he's like the mini wall and all. But you can't just ask him to like go and just slog, right? So he's like a Test player. So and you want to win a T20 match, so you must practice. Like you must practice uh, in a T20 way. So similarly, like
With few exceptions, like even I mean Dravid, who was supposed to be test player, had a consecutive hat trick sixes, and also like Gnaneshvar Pujara can make it out of the boundaries. But yes, like predominantly you said practice is important, and
practice is important.
definitely the specific set. Okay, please go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't put my money on Rahul Dravid to help me win a match. Finishing off with the six. I mean, with all due respect, he's a great legend of Indian cricket, but I
Oh,
wouldn't put my money on him, right? So yeah.
okay,
So you
second
can
practice. Yeah, go ahead.
practice MCQs. Yeah, your MCQ is an MCQ based exam. So keep practicing more MCQs. Like you must get into the mind of an examiner. That's all like people say, right? So you must know what the examiner wants from you. Like each specific question, he will have he wants something from you, right? So once you like read the question and read the options, you will get an idea, and that you will get only if you like practice more and more MCQs.
How
So
many
at one
MCQs did you practice an average every day, or like?
I made sure that I spend at least like an hour or two. Like I used to do like 100 to 150 questions per day at the start of my preparation. And towards the end, it's just like I just went, that's all I did towards the end of my preparation. Like I used to solve like 200 to 250 questions per day. And you don't just stop with solving the MCQs, but you got to read the explanation as well, which is very, very, very important.
And
Like
consolidating the points where where you have like a few lags or lapses, you just filling up the gaps basically.
you may have got the question right, but if you read the explanation, you may get like
Additional points,
more points using which you can solve more MCQs.
and where the
So
potential MCQs from there. Basically, if you see this particular paper, there many repeats are there. There won't be direct repeats, but there are the topic repeats which they might have asked in this sign.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like Central Institute exams are like known for their repetitions, like questions. They were like, yeah. So I did that and practice. So second factor is practice. So practice more MCQs. That builds your confidence, and which in turn will translate into better scores in your exams. And third one, as I said earlier, is revision. Revision, you just revise. That's it. That's all you do. Just the number of revisions, as Sash said earlier, it's the more you revise, the more confidence you have. which will in turn determine your score. Like that's very important. Revisions are very, very important.
So hard work or smart work, practice and revision are the three most important factors that contributed to your success, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like to have like a fourth factor. That's not like a fourth
Yeah,
factor.
please.
This is like important, like a very important one. So you got to trust yourself, right? You got to trust your abilities. That's like, it's not a factor, but we can all do that, right? So you got to trust your ability. You got to believe in yourself. Like you can do it, right? That's very important.
It's underestimated, but that's one of the most important factors which keeps you moving, basically.
Exactly, it keeps moving. Yeah, it's just no matter what, only you are like your support system. You may have your friends, you may have your family, but if you can't motivate yourself,
They can help to only to a certain extent, basically.
yeah. So trust yourself, trust your abilities, know your shortcomings, and believe in yourself.
This is fantastic, Gnaneshvar. And but if I ask you, on an average, how many hours did you spend in your study, and how many hours did you plan? As you already told regarding your MCQs, how many hours did you study basically every day?
Okay. Towards the initial part of my preparation, I used to get in like 6 to 8 productive hours. Like I used to get 6 to 8 productive hours towards the early part, and then it gradually increased. Like as my preparation went on, I gradually increased the number of hours. And towards the end, it was somewhere around 12 to 14 productive hours. Like a few weeks before the exam and all, that's all I did. I just read. That's it. I just go for a run in the morning, and I just come back. I just read. That's it. So 12 to 14 productive hours.
And what's your study plan during this particular hours usually?
Okay, so I didn't have like a complicated study plan and all. So mine was very simple, right? I wake up. I just while I brushed, I just go through like what I did yesterday. Like what was I reading yesterday? What was it? I just go through. I have like a mental map. So what was I doing yesterday? And then I just go through my like plan for today. I don't like I just think it. Oh, so this is what I'm gonna do today. So then I go for a run or a walk. I just come back, take a shower, just start
Fitness is
reading.
also important.
Very, very important. Personal hygiene is very important. So I just do that. I just read, few breaks in between, and I just go talk to my parents if I'm feeling a bit down. And that's it. I didn't have like a study plan, like proper study plan. So watch videos, attend live classes, watch videos, read your notes, solve MCQs, take GTs. That's it. This was just simple, and this is all I followed.
I mean, this is a time-tested success formula, basically.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Just stick to the basics.
And during your preparation, have you ever doubted your abilities that will you be able to do that? I know, like based on what you said, like you're always being optimistic, but still, like, have you ever gone through this phase of depression, and have you ever doubted yourself that will I really be able to do this?
Doubt myself? Not really. There was a phase of depression, I would say, not really depression, but a phase of feeling low.
A little bit low.
Because of COVID, not because of the preparation per se. No, I had a good friends. My family were very supportive, and so they didn't let me get that far. Okay. I mean, I had a good support system. Like my parents were like really supportive. My mom would just come in and she'd just check on me, see if I'm doing okay. She'd just crack some lame jokes and she'd just make me laugh.
Very so nice. I was lucky to very happy people today. Like,
yeah, they'll be really happy. Yeah.
Like, convey our heartiest congratulations to your parents also.
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. And what is your advice to the future aspirants, like who are going to appear for the NEET examination, and the people who are going to watch your video in the future also? Like, what are your advice to the future aspirants?
Okay, so number one, just work hard, dude. Like you can't get success just like that, right? You can't just get what you want just like that. You got to make sure you put in the time and you put in the effort. So get what you want. So work hard, work smart. And the shortest route to success is the perpendicular route. There is no shortcuts to success. So people before you have done it, right? People before you have done it. Your seniors have done it. Your juniors will do it. And if I can do it, you all can do it, right? So you just got to believe in yourself, trust your abilities, and just go ahead. And remember, this NEET-PG preparation per se is very tiring. It's a long process, and it can be depressing at times. And just know that it's not a sprint, right? It's not a sprint. You aren't like
It's a
Usain
marathon,
Bolt.
basically.
You aren't like Usain Bolt running a 100-meter or a 200-meter sprint. You are like running a marathon. You all like Eliud Kipchoge. Eliud Kipchoge is like the greatest marathon runner like in the world. So this is like a marathon. Your preparation is like a marathon. There'll be obstacles, there'll be hurdles, but you just got to keep running. You know, the marathon is for 42 kilometers.
42 kilometers.
Yeah. So you won't see the finish line, right? But it's there. It's there. It's right there at the end of 42 kilometers. So you just keep running, right? So it's a marathon. So don't lose hope. Just keep running, and you'll get there, right? So
that's fantastic. Like, it's a very valuable piece of advice, Gnaneshvar. Like, and hearing it from people who just cracked it and like going to help you, it matters a lot to them. And to go further, during your preparation and like for the, I mean, again, the question for the future regarding the future aspirants, which books did you read, and what all, how you attempted your questions, and where all from?
Okay, so I didn't actually follow any of these books during my PG preparation. So I just used Robbins to look at the pathology images, histopath images, because they were like frequently asked from Robbins, and graphs and flowcharts from Ganong in physiology. That's pretty much it. I don't think I've used any books. So my primary source was like, I just watch videos, I just take notes, I read my notes, and if at all I find something difficult, like if I get hold of the concept, I'll go back to my books, like the books I used during UG days. So only for the concept which I don't understand, only for those things. And I don't think you can like read like a standard book during this PG preparation because of the lack of time. You can't read it like cover to cover. You can't read Harrison's cover to cover during this time, right? So you must know where to stop. Like there are like a lot of resources out there, so a lot of apps like coming up. So you must know where to stop, because the information out there is just so voluminous. So you can just keep reading, like right? So you must know where to stop, and you got to trust your source, man. Like you got to believe that, okay, whatever you read, that's like enough, right? So you got to trust your source, and that's it.
Okay, what is your the strategy on your examination day? Have you went with the preset mind? This is how I have to approach the examination. And what is your strategy basically?
Okay, exam day, like just sleep. Like the night before the exam, just sleep. Make sure you get like at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Like sleep is very important. I know it's very underrated among us medicos, but sleep is actually very important. And just make sure at least the day before the exam, just make sure you get in like 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So I slept well, and I made sure I read nothing. Like I read nothing like important during on the exam day. So I woke up at around 6. I woke up around 6. So I just went through these formulae, like a formula which I found difficult. I just went through these formulae, and that's it. That's pretty much it. And what I did was I had like a strategy. I had this whiteboard thing. So I just had a strategy. I just worked out a strategy, like what I'm going to do in the exam hall. So I took INI-CET, right? So it's exams for 3 hours, which is like 180 minutes. So you have to attend 200 questions. So which is like comes around less than a minute per question. So what I did was, so 30 minutes, for every 30 minutes, I must complete like 40 questions. So I worked out my strategy, like things I'm going to be doing in the exam hall. So that's what I did. So basically your timer will be going in reverse, right? So 180 minutes, you'll be having 200 questions left, and 150 minutes. So you must work out a strategy, something like that. So that you can do, but make sure you don't read like till the last moment. Like as I said earlier, the exam these days are more towards the clinically oriented questions, which make you think, right? So I don't think your short-term memory will be of much use. So just don't cram till the last moment like you used to do during your UG days. Just don't do that. Just keep calm, pray to God, right? That's it.
Oh, fantastic. And can you please share your views about AD Plexus and how it helped in your preparation?
Okay, AD Plexus. I joined AD Plexus last year, so I was part of the regular batch in Chennai. I actually joined in hopes of getting in a in a classroom environment, face-to-face classes. But then again, COVID played with our lives. So made sure,
The entire world has come to a standstill. We have
yeah,
to adapt.
made sure none of these classrooms are like happening. Colleges shut, schools shut. Like, so we had these Zoom classes, which was very new to us, all of us, right? We weren't used to like online teaching, like live face-to-face, like live classes online, which did seem a bit weird at first, but we got used to it. Like, it was good. The faculties were really good. They were more than happy to help us clear our doubts. So we had the chat thing open on the Zoom classes. So whenever we had like a doubt, we just type in our doubts, and the faculties were like kind enough to clear our doubts. And the mocks were really good. They were like, there were a lot of clinical questions, like they were really good. And the best thing about AD Plexus is their workbooks. Like, you get workbooks for each subjects. So the thing is, it's already there. Like, the stuff you need to know, it's already there. It's printed there. Like all the graphs, all the tables, all the important diagrams and all, it's already printed in your workbook. You just got to fill in your details. Like, just fill in the details. Just watch the class and just fill in details. That's all you should do. That was like one like a good thing about AD Plexus. And another good thing is leaderboard. Leaderboard, I think, was like the X factor, was like pretty much like a trump card.
Yeah.
So it was actually like, it was something new. Like, leaderboard, for those who don't know leaderboard is like a normal quiz. Like, it has a timer. It's just like a normal quiz, but it has a timer. So
Yeah,
basically,
in real time.
yeah, basically the faster you answer, the most marks you get. So say, for example, if you answer a question within like 5 seconds, you get like 90 marks. Whereas if you take 20 seconds to solve a question, you get like 50 to 60 marks. And at the end of 20 to 25 questions, you get like a scoreboard. So basically, you get to like get to know your total, and also you can like know where you stand among your peers. So you get to compare yourselves. So this actually helped me to manage my time efficiently. Like, because all our exams are like, they have like a set time, right? So 3 hours for INI-CET, 3.5 hours for NEET. So each question, like, you must solve within a certain amount of time. You can't just spend like 5 to 6 minutes on a single question. So leaderboard actually helped me to manage my time efficiently. So yeah.
So the 4 things which you are saying is live interactive sessions and the grand test and mock tests basically,
Yes.
and leaderboard, and most importantly the workbooks and leaderboard basically.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell like how best they can how to get most of this workbooks and leaderboard for?
Okay, just attend the classes, like attend the live classes or watch videos, and just make sure you note down every single thing they say. Like, because all you need to do is just note down, right? You just fill in the details. So basically, that won't take much time. And you can like revise. It'll be easier for revision, like, because all the diagrams are there, all the important flowcharts are there. So it'll be easier for you to revise. So you just got to make sure that you jot down everything. And leaderboard, just attend. There's nothing to lose. Like, you just attend. I mean, it may seem a bit difficult at start, like, to finish a question, like solve a question in a particular time. But it actually helps. Like,
once you start using that, it will eventually become an addiction to come and practice there. And
basically. It'll be like a kind of addiction. Like, you will get addicted to it. You want to, like, okay, I must score better than my peers. I must score better than this guy. So you'll be addicted to it.
Competing like, every day. That
yeah.
And when we designed this, when AD Plexus, we designed this concept of workbook. The main funda basically behind that is, majority of the time, as you keep writing the grammatical sentences, it takes away majority of your time. You concentrate more on writing, and you won't listen to the faculty basically. Yes, and the very nice images which are being shown in the class, which eventually you miss. Like, once the class is over, you will miss them. Like, you can't do that. So that's the reason this workbook concept has been brought out, and which is very widely appreciated by all the students. And among the 4 points you mentioned regarding the live interactive sessions, like you're able to chat with the faculty and get the things recorded, what difference you find it attending, watching the recorded videos and attending the live interactive sessions with the faculty online?
It depends on you whether you can, if you have a lot of time at hand, you can probably watch live interactive session, which is actually advisable. Like you can actually like ask doubts and get your concept right. If you can't, if you don't have much time at hand, might as well watch the recorded session.
In addition to live chat and interacting with the faculties, what are the other advantages you feel with this live interactive sessions?
Okay, the thing about recorded session, I'll first talk about the recorded session. The thing about recorded session is it's there, it's recorded in the app, it's there, so you can watch it anytime. But the thing is, you don't feel like watching it. Like it will be like,
never come.
Yes, exactly. It's there, so you will feel like, okay, I must do it today. But then, okay, it's recorded in the app, right? I can watch it anytime, so you won't like it doesn't motivate you to watch it. Whereas if it's a live class, like you have to watch it, right? If you like turn on the live class, you should watch it. And if at all there wasn't this concept of recorded session, once you miss the live session, you can't like watch it again, right?
Yes.
Just because you have the comfort of watching recorded sessions, you can't like afford to miss the live sessions. So live sessions are actually important, and it kind of motivates you. Like I love like 400 or 500 people watching with you, and they will be asking their own doubts, and which actually kind of motivates you. Okay, this and all. Okay, this guy is asking these sorts of doubts. Okay, I didn't know that. So it's actually kind of motivates you further. So first preference, live interactive session. If at all you can't do anything, just watch recorded session.
Basically, it's about making humanification of online thing when you are like interacting in the live interactive sessions.
Yes, yes.
And if I ask you, who are your favorite faculties in ADR Plexus?
Okay, all of the faculties are like really good, but my favorite ones are like Vandana Puri ma'am for pathology,
okay,
and Murugan sir for PSM, and Dilip sir and Sivaraman sir for medicine, and Saran sir for anesthesia.
Okay, I was saying just because I'm sitting in front of you, or
no sir. Your classes are like actually good. Like you make us revise then and there. Like it's actually good. It's actually good for anesthesia.
And the last question, which I want to ask, whom do you want to dedicate this success?
First of all, my parents, because I don't think of anybody else who deserves this more than my parents. Like if I'm here, it's all because of them, right? Without my mom, dad, I don't think I'll be here. They were like supportive throughout. They were ready to sleep. They were ready to sacrifice their sleep. My mom was just sit with me, like late nights, and they were really supportive. I don't know of anybody else, like how to whom I can dedicate this to. And second, God, like to the Almighty, because there's some supreme force like controlling all of us, right? So this is not for atheists, but yeah, there's something that controls us. Right? So I would like to dedicate to God and my family members, other family members who are like so supportive, and my friends and faculties and my professors from college. Like without these people, I don't think I'll be here. Like, so it's because of them. Like I'm actually here giving an interview, right? So I don't think I'll be able to do it without them.
Heartiest congratulations to you, Gnaneshvar, and like I have to appreciate that gratitude you have for your undergraduate teachers, like who, because of them, those are the people who built your foundation from where like all these things are there. What all we are teaching there, we are just creaming up that, but they are the ones who give the foundation. I sincerely appreciate this, like you thanking your undergraduate teachers. You have the very good trait of having gratitude. Keep it up. This will take you a very long way.
Sure,
and congratulations to all your family members and your teachers.
Thank you so much.
Once again, thanks a lot for your valuable piece of advice for the future aspirants and your friends, and all the very best for your future endeavors. And we wish that you will get your desired branch specialty of choice in your desired college.
Yeah, hopefully, sir. Thank you so much. Just fingers crossed.
And the last question, like I'm just asking, like out of the way, are you going to attempt the NEET examination on September 11th?
That's a hard question.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I think I may attend. Like, I'm not sure, but if at all I don't get what I want once again, like I'll just continue my journey. The journey continues.
Okay.
So
You will get it. You will get it, and all the very best for all your endeavors.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thanks a
Thank you.
lot.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, sir.